I was a teacher for 12 years.
Nice.
Elementary school.
I commend you on that.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about fucking kids.
I totally thought you were going to say fuck those teachers.
No, I don't know. I love my teachers, bro. Fuck
No,
the kids.
like fuck the teachers.
Nah. Well, this is a first for me.
Yeah?
Podcast on a big comfy couch.
It's so comfy.
It's like, you know what?
It's like Chanel or something.
Man, this is definitely some cashmere.
Cashmere is
This
probably
is
what
bougie.
it is.
I don't think I've sat on anything that's nice in a little while. I got like an old.
Just melt into it.
Yeah, this is the kind of couch you fall asleep on. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome. This is my first out of studio episode of STAGVIEW.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you being the first one.
Thanks.
I got a special history with you.
Yeah.
I do, because I used to watch you.
Oh,
I used
yeah?
to watch you. Like back in the day, I used to watch you.
Like how long ago?
I think 2017, 2016, 2017.
I think it was like 2015 is whenever I first got into adult work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember the first thing I saw was you were in a threesome with two black guys, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
this blonde chick is getting it. She's fucking getting it. Well, who are you? I didn't give you the normal introduction. Who are you?
I'm Holly Hotwife. Do you want me to talk to the camera?
No, you talk to me.
Okay. Holly Hotwife.
Oh, Holly. Tell us a little bit about you. How did Holly come to be?
So I want to make it kind of a shorter story because it could be a really long story. But as a teenager, I was a promiscuous teenager.
Okay. Hold on. So you know, I knew this was gonna be different. So I tried typically to dig into people's past. So let's just start in the past.
Okay.
As a teenager, you were already wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your whole phase lasted long after the teenage years.
It was really only from 15 to 18 years old because I ended up getting pregnant at 18.
Okay.
But during those 3 years, it was definitely a hoe phase.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, I would just sleep with pretty much anyone, sleep with all my friends, girls, guys. I had a lesbian relationship. I actually had like an actual lesbian relationship, but I kept cheating on her with dudes because I really liked dick. I still loved her, but
You're like, I needed the emotional connection, but I needed that penis.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was a little upset at first, and then I was 16 and she was like 21, I think.
Oh,
so
wow.
she realized that she was like, you're bi, you're not a lesbian, so it's okay.
Yeah, like
she was like, just tell me every time you do, please. So I did. And it's not like I didn't try not to, but I did try not to because I didn't want to hurt her, you know. But I did. I'd end up drinking beers and getting fucked up and having sex with a dude.
There you go.
And I'd call her up and be like, Kelly, I'm so sorry. It happened again. But yeah, just during those 3 years. And like I said, I got pregnant and married, and then I became a mom of, kids and a wife, and did not do anything for 10 years.
Okay, so you were on the straight and narrow?
Straight and narrow, very loyal. I was like in mommy mode, in wife mode.
Okay.
And then got a divorce at 27, and about 3 months after my divorce, I was already in a relationship. I really had never been alone.
Gotcha.
From being a teenager,
Yeah, so let me ask you a question. When you say you had really never been alone, was that when you got the divorce, were you like, got a divorce, I met this guy, now I'm with this new guy? Kind of like that? Or was it like, I've been talking to this new guy before I got a divorce?
No, I didn't know anyone like during my marriage. Like I really wasn't allowed to have friends, and I was kind of controlling and abusive. So I didn't really know anyone. So whenever I got out of that marriage, I got on Facebook for the very first time. I didn't even know how to use it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know anyone. So I went back to tried to look up all my high school friends.
Of course, you go back to what's familiar.
Right. And so I ended up connecting with my ex-boyfriend in high school.
Okay.
And then we started dating. We dated for a year and a half. We're engaged, and then I broke that off. And then 3 months after I broke that off, I was in another relationship because, again, I'd never been alone.
Yeah.
That lasted 2.5 years.
Damn.
And loyal on each one, was not in the lifestyle or anything like that. But then that didn't work out. And I made myself be single for a year, and I went back to my hoe phase. Being a teenager, I was like, I'm going to be single, but I'm still going to have fun.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to, I don't want a relationship.
Is that when you found the lifestyle?
Yeah, that's whenever I found my now husband, who introduced me to the lifestyle.
Gotcha. When you met him, were you like, look, we going to be cool?
Yeah.
We going to be fucking.
Our very first date was
like
a foursome, and I woke up the next morning, I was like, I've never, like, if we date, does this happen all the time? Like, I've never been in this kind of relationship before. He was like, whoa, it's our first date. I'm like, I know, but
like, listen, I'm already here.
I'm liking this a lot. If this is how it could be, I want it to be like this.
Facts.
And he was like, yeah, as long as we like have boundaries and communicate and be honest with each other, then
that was right up your alley, because you are naturally a loyal person.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but I still want to have fun.
Exactly. I think a lot of people typically lose sight of the fact that is one of the most important things when it comes to being in the lifestyle. Is, I always say, it's one of the big three. Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Honesty,
communication,
and communication. Yeah. Those three things are paramount.
Very, very important.
You know what I mean? And the loyalty part, you have that on cue. So for you, you're like, look, I'll rock with you. Yeah. Like, I have no problem rocking with you if you're rocking with this.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like this is home.
Yeah.
This is home.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So he introduced you to the lifestyle, and then you guys started, obviously, hitting swinger parties, going to clubs, going here, doing that.
Exactly.
And you found a home. So how did you make I know the jump, because I know that you guys share a similar type of lifestyle like we do. So where along the lines did you guys go, maybe we can make some money off of this? Like?
So we were we were having our adventures, Hotwife adventures and stuff, and going to lifestyle parties and all of that. And we were on Tumblr, and we would post back whenever you could all of our adventures and exploitations and all of that on Tumblr. And we got just like this fan crowd, and they like, daily, I would have people saying, "Can you do this at work today?" Like something sexy, like tease your boss, or like. And back then, you didn't really post like a whole lot of videos, more just photos and stuff. So they would like give me dares to do, and my husband would be like, "What do y'all want to see?" Because back then, my name was Tiana XXX Live, and. He was like, "What do y'all want to see Tiana do today?" And she's got an hour drive to work. You want her to masturbate on the way to work, like things like that.
I've seen so many pictures and videos of you in the car, tit out, tit here, fucking here, blowjob here. I'm like,
yeah,
this is lit.
So we gained a following very quickly, a large following, and my husband was like, let's make something of this. Like, we can be making money off of this. And I was like modeling at the time. I had a real job at the time as well. But he was like, let's do camming. Let's start with that. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. So he, pulled it up on the computer, showed me. We watched a few different girls. And I mean, really, it's just you sitting, talking to, people.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I could sit there and just drink beer and talk to people, I'm having the time of my life, doing little sexual things to myself. And that turned into a huge following. And then, so I'm modeling, I'm doing kind of riskier modeling and getting into like lingerie, nude, stuff like that, where used to it was just like swimsuit, glamour. So I'm starting
to... So while you were doing the modeling, were you still doing the lifestyle?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. I started shooting with like more risky type stuff. Yeah. And that kind of led into like the camming, and just started getting more slutty.
Wilder.
Yeah. And then I think our first platform, other than webcam, was MiniVids. Okay. And then OnlyFans.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a whole game changer for you.
Yeah.
So now that you've gotten into the industry and you've been here, you know what I mean, has anything like just blown your mind? Like, because like we meet so many people that we fanboy or fangirl over for so long, and like I said, I watched you in 2016.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, on Tumblr. I remember seeing that. I remember these things. I remember videos of you doing things, and I'm like, now I'm sitting on the couch having an interview with you. You know what I mean? So it's like, do you ever have moments when you're like on set or at a party that you got invited to, or you're backstage somewhere because you're Holly Hotwife, do you ever have a moment where it just like strikes you and you're just like,
all the time, every single day, all the time, yeah. getting noticed out in public or being invited to something that you never thought you'd ever be able to do.
Yeah.
You know, sitting VIP at an Alesso concert, like right next to the DJ. Just massive, like, crowds knowing who you are, and a lot of social media engagement. It blows your mind every single day.
That's fucking
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
It is, man. You think about it, like, so many people wouldn't know how to channel their sexual energy, and a lot of people get lost in the fact that you're like, oh my god, you know, you're just living this alternative lifestyle, you're wilding, like, I could never, like, no. But then they don't see the freedom and the joy that it brings, you know, like, we still have our families, we're still moms and dads, and, you know, we're still uncles and aunties and brothers and sisters, but we just live by a different set of rules, and it's so beautiful.
And the freedom comes with, like, actually exposing yourself and being out, not exposing yourself, but being out to everyone, you know, like, your family, your friends, like, that's whenever the freedom came, and that's whenever you could actually just be yourself. And the people who stayed in your life, they were meant to be there, and the people who wanted to take a step back but actually came back, those people are meant to be in your life. And the people who didn't make the cut, they just didn't make the cut.
But you know what, I think when you make the jump into content and your face is out there, people have to face their own demons in looking at you. Because they have to say, okay, I know what they do. I can go search it, but now I have to exercise a level of discipline where that's not going to be all I think about when I'm around this person. And the people who truly love you for what's inside can do that. And that's why they stick around. The people who may have saw you as they make it weird. They make it weird. They see you as a thing. So that thing is now weird, and they can't be around it because that's icky. I don't know how to feel. It makes me awkward. They might take my man. They might want to fuck my girl. They have all these things that they are just in their own head.
My community that I live in, whenever they first found out, because we had moved there like 6 years ago, and it was about a year before, you know, word got around. And whenever they found out, I cannot tell you all the women that were my friends that thought I was going to, like, steal their husband or you know, flirt with him or something like that. And it was tough because, like, I have to live there, you know, and I'm like, but y'all liked me before, and I never flirted with your husband before, but now you know, now you think I'm going to flirt with your husband.
In the past 8 months, I've not talked to Bill anytime other than hi and bye, and all of a sudden, he's
and I'm like, also, I don't want your man. Y'all, I'm not going to say it, they're not cute, but.
No, you know, it's always like that. It's like, all right, like, I don't, like, do you see the people I'm having sex with?
I don't want your man.
For your person. Like, I'm glad y'all happy. Somebody for you. That's not for me.
But I think what really in their mind, which I don't even think that they could even tell themselves or verbally tell themselves, is they're really afraid that their husband, now that he knows, is going to make it weird. You know, and now they don't feel like they can hang around with us because they're going to make it weird, or the women might make it weird. You know. But that's really the issue, because I've never flirted with your man or took any of y'all's men before. What's gonna, like? Why am I going to do that now?
Like what?
Like I didn't want y'all to know because I knew this was going to happen. You know?
Like, how do I explain this to somebody who's closed-minded enough to think that? You know, and it is what it is. You know?
But eventually, I have to say, I don't think that there's anybody in our neighborhood, in our subdivision community, whatever you want to call it, in our, you know, close community circle. Everyone eventually came back and they go, you know what? Y'all aren't doing anything wrong. Like, you know, we started getting back invited to, you know, the golf cart parades and parties and stuff like that. Pool parties, stuff.
I think when people dig into it, like, at first it's a wow. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But when they dig into it, and they, like, really, because everybody digs. They might say they don't, but everybody fucking digs.
Do.
And then when they realize, like, they're happy, they're all on their boat, they're living their life, they got the dog, they got this, they're traveling
they work hard.
Like, I see them post that. Okay. All right, I don't see anybody I know on there. Okay, so this is them. You know, and it's legit. It's legit. Yeah, definitely is.
It's a different lifestyle for most, but I mean, actually, I think lifestyle and adult work is becoming so prominent and accepted.
It's just becoming a normal thing.
It's becoming a normal thing. So, and like hopefully I'm helping create that norm.
I think we all
and acceptance, you know?
I think we all are. It's one relationship at a time. Like, as we develop ourselves and as we come into contact with people, we develop ways to better those relationships, and we learn how to deal with it, because in the beginning it might not have gone so smooth, you know what I mean, because we hadn't developed ways to deal with those type of situations. But now, you know, it's like we know how to enter and exit a room, even if it's porn stars or teachers,
Right.
if it's kids or adults, we can move freely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's another beautiful thing about, like,
I was a teacher before. I was a teacher for 12 years.
Nice.
Elementary school.
I commend you on that.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about fuck them kids.
I totally thought you were going to say fuck those teachers.
No, I don't know. I love my teachers, bro. Fuck
No,
them kids.
like fuck the teachers.
Nah. Listen, I was a good kid. I did have a crush on two of my teachers.
Yeah.
But shout out Miss Robinson.
Of course, her name was Miss Robinson.
Her name was Miss Robinson, and she was our Spanish teacher. She was so bad. Anyways, yeah, I would have fucked my teacher with that one. Anyways, let's not talk about that. So, you've done it all now. You're like the queen of content. You're
Thank
on
you.
Brazers. You're on Blacked. You're on all these places. So, what do you do next? Like, where do you take it from here? Like,
I think I'm trying to just like expand my horizons and see how far our reach is. Like, what else can we do other than, you know, fucking on film?
Yeah.
So we'd like to start a podcast. It's been in the making for a while, but we are very busy, and my husband has a lot of other irons in the fire. He always does. He likes to have many things going at once. So that's kind of taken a back burner mission. So we'd like to do that. I love, like, my passion is modeling and directing modeling. Like, I love to pose girls and get their, you know, wardrobe together and stuff like that. I can't do makeup or anything.
So, I guess, I mean, I know you say you guys are gonna like work on getting a podcast. You got a bunch of stuff going on. So I feel like I need to wait a couple months and then revisit this.
Yeah, there might be something new going on.
There is something new going on.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say thank you, because I got to play with you for a bit.
Yeah,
for the first time. Like,
yeah.
I played with you in the
Not for the first time. We did in LA.
That didn't count.
No?
No.
Okay.
That was trash. I was in the middle of my brain was.
And we were on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable.
It was trash. I was like, I owe her one. She's gonna think I'm garbage.
Well, we did yesterday. Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, I just wanted to. I always love the women who I know are lifestyle women first, because I always want to know where my head game rates. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know if like, you've been around the block a few times. You fucked Manuel Ferreira. You fucked all the big guys. I'm like, how's my head in comparison?
Definitely a 10.
That's all I want to know. I just want to make sure that I get that stamp of approval from the OGs.
You're approved. Signed, sealed, delivered.
That's all I want. You know, I appreciate it. So, where can everybody find you?
Everything is at Holly Hotwife. It's Twitter at Holly Hotwife, OnlyFans at Holly Hotwife, Pornhub at Holly Hotwife. Very easy.
Gotcha.
You can Google me, find all my links. Twitter is the best place. I do have a TikTok. Make sure and go check that out. I think that's at Holly Hotwife 1. I think that's the only thing that's different than just at Holly Hotwife.
All right, cool. We all heard it.
Yep.
Thank you for being
Thanks
the
for
first
having me.
Out Here on the Streets podcast for STAGVIEW.
Thank you.
All right, I'm Lupe.
I'm Holly Hotwife.
And STAGVIEW. Peace.
Peace.